To make people truly respect you, you must assert dominance. I see a lot of people who are close to me get pushed around, disrespected, bad-mouthed, and just not treated like how they should be treated. And it makes me sad. Like I will just sit back and observe how the way people are treating them. I'm like, you must make people respect you. And the only way you can do this is asserting dominance. Now call me masculine, say, oh, you're such a man, you think like a man, you're so masculine. Am I really masculine, or do I just have high standards? Or does it make me a man because I want respect like a normal human? Is that so? This goes for boys and girls. You need to assert dominance. You cannot be letting people push you around and stepping all over you. You need to put them in line. You're breathing the same air as them. You're both equals here. Yeah, you're both equals, and you're letting them treat you like that. If I haven't witnessed it in a long time within my school. My school's improved over the years. It's improved a lot in like bullying and all that. But in the past, if I've ever seen someone pushing around, like my friends or even a random person, disrespecting them, bad-mouthing them behind their backs, I would walk up to them and tell them that is not right, and let them know, like, this is not the way you treat people, like in a respectful way, of course. Like, I know not how to cause conflict and all that, but this is not the way you should be talking about this person. You need to understand, like, I'll confront them, but a lot of people are scared to do that in this generation. A lot of people are just bystanders. A lot of people do not want to take that step forward and assert dominance. Are you going to be that type of person? Or are you going to be a little snowflake in the corner watching how another person is bashing this other person? Or are you going to step in? Or are you going to be a leader? And if you want people to respect you, you got to respect yourself in the first place. You got to really know who you are, what you value, how you see yourself, what values you really stand for. Do you respect other people? Are you a nice person? Do you talk behind people's backs? Do you gossip? Do you judge people? You really got to reflect on yourself. But at the same time, bullying, there's ways to try and not get bullied. There are, because I've been bullied before. I've made people respect me. And you can say, oh, JJ, you just, you think you're cool or whatever, you're just saying all these words. No, I'm not. Because there are ways to gain respect from people. When you walk into a room, people will respect you depending on how you present yourself, all right? How you present yourself in person, online, wherever you are. People have their own perception of you inside their subconscious mind, all right? If they see another person treating you well, then they'll automatically treat you well. That's just human behavior. But you need to start acting like the person you want to become. If you don't think highly about yourself, you're not going to present that. It's not going to show on the outside. You have to keep working on yourself and building that confidence. And the only way you're going to build confidence is stepping into the discomfort, doing the things that you are scared of, all right? Maybe, for example, you don't like talking to people. How about you just start saying hi to people more often, smiling at people, trying to hold eye contact with them? That will help build your confidence. It's really that simple, but it's not at the same time. It's very difficult to do this, but building confidence is the only way, you're going to also gain respect for people, and you're going to be able to assert dominance easier. Now, for example, something that's also very hard to do is, maybe if your friends kind of say something to you that just maybe you don't align with, or maybe it just pisses you off, you just be upfront with them. There's no point hiding. There's no point, going to your other friend talking shit about, oh, she said this, oh, I'm gonna fucking burst up. No, you in the moment, you got to do this so you can get better at this. But you in the moment say, I'm sorry, but I just don't agree with that. I don't like how the way you spoke to me. I don't like what you're saying, and I think you are incorrect. And then they'll apologize, and then you say, thank you for apologizing. It's that simple. But a lot of people fear that. A lot of people think, oh yeah, it's going to turn into this big fight. Only if you make it a fight. Only if you, say it in the wrong way or deliver it in the wrong way, it will, turn into this big mess. But it doesn't have to be. And if you can act like mature people for once in your life, then it will be fine. And to make people respect you, you got to make sure you're all equal. So you feel that you are equal just as much as everyone else. Like you're all the same. And you don't think you're better than everyone else because you're not. Like you're not. And we all have our strengths and weaknesses, but you really got to realize we're all at the same level. We're all just trying to make it through life. We're trying to make something out of ourselves. And, we're just trying. We're all human. We're trying. We, like your friends, your family, like, your parents, they were all once little kids too, trying to make something out of themselves. So, it takes time and it takes a lot of experience to like grow into, a good person. If you know how to stand up for yourself, not let people walk all over you, you're going to be a lot happier in your life. And you're going to actually know what you truly deserve. And, talking about respect and all that, there can be times where others may make up stuff about you or, if they have more power than you and do something to you, then you may think it's true, but it's not always true. And, if you see, like if you feel like you've been disrespected or something or, some sort of conduct has happened, you fight. You fight. Don't you step back and say, oh, yeah, this is just easier to not get involved. Is that true? Is it easier to, let your values be crushed by another person and let them get the ego hit? Or is it easier if you stand up for yourself, tell them what they did wrong, make them apologize for their actions, and make them become a better person, and also you become like a more mature person? I reckon that's the easier way. I just think that will make a more happier world if people just started asserting dominance and actually making people learn how to respect you. A lot of people in this generation do not have respect whatsoever at all. You know what's funny? You know what's freaking funny? Oh, I'm sorry, but maybe if I go to a friend's house or maybe in public or whatever, I use my manners a lot. So I'll say thank you, like I'll always be greeting, waitresses, people that don't often get recognized, like maintenance people, cleaners. I'll always greet them and stuff. Do you ever get told that you have very good manners? I think that's so rare to be told, but it's so rare to see nowadays. Like people may not hold the door open for you anymore. Like a lot of people are very ignorant. And I think we need more kindness in this world and just respecting a lot of people. Even elders, they do get disrespected a lot. And I feel like we need to start thinking about other people more and just having this sense of gratitude everywhere you go. Like being grateful that you are alive or you are where you are today. It's just the only way you're going to be happier, and it's just the truth. Respect goes a long way. It really does, and it can really make you stand out. There's also other ways you can kind of stand out and make people notice you. If you've been invited to like a food place, I don't know, if you're in your school, like we do like school lunches sometimes and stuff, I'll stay back and make sure I help the teachers clean up and, prepare the food or whatever. Like it's just showing that you're not better than them. You're not greedy. You're actually grateful for what they provided. I'll also making sure you're always the first to help out. Like ask, oh, do you need a hand with this? Do you need a hand with that? Do you need a hand carrying this? Always do that. Always. You must go beyond the average. You got to do that. I'm sorry, but we got to start doing that. We got to start being more helpful, more useful. A lot of us are very ignorant and, not socially aware, socially or emotionally aware. And I think that's a big issue. I don't know what it is, but like it's very important to be socially and emotionally aware, because then you can pick up on triggers, like you pick up on how a person's feeling, or, you know, kind of reading the situation and observing what's happening so you can be quick to act, basically. What I've learnt is that if you're trying to talk to a person who's upset, like if they're there and, you know, their body language is like looking a bit off and you kind of want to intervene but you don't at the same time. This is what I've done with shy people. Like, I can talk to shy people. You mirror their body language, right? You don't be like, how are you? Make a big scene and make them feel like, oh, they're the whole freaking center of attention right here. Oh yeah, we got Jeffrey over here. Yeah, how are you going, Jeffrey? No response. You just he fucking hates you even more now. Here's what you do. If you got a shy kid over there and you really want to talk to him, you really got to ask him or her a question. Just talk in your normal voice, like a normal voice, or you kind of place yourself in their bubble, but not too close, just enough distance. You say, "Hey, Jeffrey, are you going to the soccer match tonight?" A head shake is fine. Like, that's literally fine. And there's other ways to maybe, you know, take out the conversation to another extent. The ways you can do it, I can do it, but I just can't explain it because I'm not in a current situation where I can do it. But if you want to talk to people, you kind of have to mirror their body language. And make sure you're listening, all right? A lot of people, you know, you may be talking to someone and you pull out your phone, like looking at, what? Are you talking to me or what? Who are you talking to? Like, if you're talking to someone, pull your ears out and like listen and like look at them, tilt your head a little bit. Yeah, I get you. I feel you. I understand you. But yeah, you know, there's so many things you could be doing to, you know, better your communication, the way people respect you, you know, just not letting people stand all over you and push you around like you're a little fucking puppet. You need to realize you're worth so much more than you think. And it's not that you're better than anyone else, but you deserve the respect. You deserve people to treat you with kindness. You deserve anything and everything in this world just as much as everyone else does. And for you to undermine your value and for you to think, oh yeah, I'm just going to sit in this little shell and allow this person to bully me. Come on now. Come on. I know you're better than that. I know it hurts. I know it's tough. You know, it's not a good feeling. I hate it. I hate seeing other people talk shit about other people. I do not condone gossiping. It just does my head in, bruh. I've got to be very careful with the things I say on here. I don't even know who's watching, but last year, I think it was, I don't know, I just heard a group of people talking about another person who was obviously starting up on social media. And this person, you know, was obviously posting their stuff, you know, yeah, posting their stuff just like I did once upon a time. But I obviously got a following. But, you know, he didn't have many followers and they were talking shit about the person's social media page. And I was sitting there. I was like sitting back. I'm like, I was that person once upon a time. That what you're fucking saying about that person hurts me too. And it not only affects, like, you know, that person because you're talking shit about behind their back, but it affects other people as well in the room. How do you think, like, because you can make fun of someone just trying that you're any better than them, that's the most embarrassing thing is doing that, talking shit about behind other people's backs. I think people who do that, you need to wake up. You need to truly wake up and start reflecting on who you are as a person and just fully get this ingrained in your head, how would you feel if you were that person? If you were the person being bullied, being talked behind your back, you know, being stuff is being said about you. How would you feel? How would that make you feel? Would you trust people? Would you tell people your information? Would you trust your friends? Because I've had friends talk shit behind my back. Then I've had the other friends come up and tell me what they said. You really need to start asserting dominance. I don't care if you're being called masculine. There's a way to be elegant about it. But I'm a quite calm and collected person. Like, if I sit in a room, I'm quiet most of the time. Like, I'm just thinking, observing people around me. But I think people, I don't know, you might have to ask my friends, but I think if people truly know who I am, they know if a problem goes down, I'm going to be the first one to step up and you know, de-escalate it and make sure that no one's getting hurt. Make sure that, you know, even my friends, I'm going to make sure that they are getting the respect they deserve. If I see anyone talking shit about my friends, I will confront that person. If you're watching this, start asserting dominance. Start knowing who you are. You're gold. You truly are gold. You need to act like it too, all right? Walk into the room with confidence. Smile. Smile at people. Say hi to people. Just be yourself. Be your authentic, true self. But have your head up high. Have your shoulders up. Look around. Don't look down. Make sure your stride is perfect. Well, not too perfect, but just good enough pace. And don't let the opinions of others bring you down, because you're gold. You're worth more than their opinions, and don't let it destroy you, because it's just a reflection of their own shortcomings and maybe the things that they wish they had in their lives. Okay? If you want more videos like this, make sure you like and subscribe.